Hey friends, welcome to another fun Halloween craft with me. Today we are going to be using my scrap stash and creating a couple of different embellishments. So I've already put a couple together. I've got these little circle embellishments, which I think my circle punches and my scallop circle punch are probably one of my favorite punches to create embellishments with. I just did, this one has a scallop and a circle, a little scrap piece of glitter paper, a little ephemera piece from Tim Holtz, and one of those little bat rings. Added some staples with my tiny attacher, and then I added some creepy cloth in the background. I think that turned out so cute. And then this one, I used the white kind of creepy cloth. I did two scallops, a piece of vellum, and another piece of ephemera, and a little flower on these. And then I have some of these just scrap paper clusters that I've just torn some different papers, added some embellishments on it. Super easy. I have stitched two of them. This one I kind of wonky stitched across the page. This one I stitched up and down using those buttons, those little pieces of chipboard and things that we collect. Here's a slightly larger one. You could pop these on bag toppers. You could pop these on a tag, on a card, anything you want. So we're going to go ahead and create a couple of these. So I have my glue gun on. I have my 1.5 1-inch circle punch, and then 1.5 and 2-inch scallop circle punches. I've got my tiny attacher, some of this fun thread from, I believe, Hobby Lobby. I use that to wrap this word here. I've got my adhesive. And then I have a whole tray full of scrap paper. So I've got glitter papers, vellum, I've got some music paper. And then around my desk I have some of the little pieces of ephemera, little chipboards, buttons, and all that so that we could decorate. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do this little scrap cluster without sewing it with you guys. So what I did was I just grabbed some music paper, and you can make these any size you want, and I just sort of started tearing my paper and grabbing some things like the vellum, because I wanted some different types of textures in there. Let's do this orange, and you could layer this up with as many pieces as you wanted. Just gonna start grabbing a couple pieces, and then we can start layering this on. Now I am putting these pieces flat, so then what I like to do is just kind of play around with how I want to lay things down. Do I want to lay the vellum on top or on the bottom? So that's all up to your preference of how you'd like to create things. Let's see. I'm going to rip this, and I feel like this vellum is a little too big. So let's get that a little smaller. We've got this, and then I'm going to add that. Okay. So then, because I'm not stitching these, I'm just going to add some glue down. And there's no rhyme or reason or right or wrong way to do this. You just use your imagination. Start laying some of these papers down however you would like. And you can keep adding. Like if I wanted to add another piece of vellum here, I could. but just kind of stack them up until you feel like you have a nice cluster. So now that we have the cluster, we can decorate. So let's see, I have a little drawer here, and like this one I added a tombstone in the background. So I was thinking of adding a tombstone on this one. So we're going to add that off to the side here. And then we have some of these little monsters. I've got another skeleton, a little pirate pumpkin. And these pieces are from Target, I believe, last year. Let's see, I kind of like this little Frankenstein. Okay, let's use that. I'm going to grab foam tape for that and kind of give that some dimension. I'm going to grab out maybe a green button. Greenish yellow button. Here we go. Let's use this one. Enjoying using up some of my button stash on these projects. Alright, so we have that, and then we're going to put our little Mrs. Frankenstein. I'm going to grab some of this thread. We're going to add that behind her. And I'm going to have it coming out just the two sides here, not all over her. There we go. Add a little glue. And then I'm going to add her off to this side. And it's okay if you cover up, like I'm covering up some of the papers, but that's okay. And then we need a sentiment, and we also have our button. So let's add our sentiment, and then we'll see about where we want to put the button. So you could use any type of sentiment you would like. And these are a little bit big, I think. Got this one. We've got some sentiments on here. And some sentiments here. We have this boo to you, or boo with the pumpkin. Let's see. Let's do the boo with the pumpkin. That's cute. I like bringing in some more of the orange color. And I'm going to keep the pumpkin flat. Add that there, and then we can add our button. There we go. Add our button. Careful not to burn yourself. Alright, so I feel like it might be missing something. So I feel like we need a little something else on here. It seems to be lacking something there. I could just add some gems, or let's see, what about a flower? Don't like the flower. So let's maybe add some jimmies. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do some of these enamel dots. And I thought I had some green ones. Let's see if I can find those. Nope, I must have used all my green ones, so we're going to use one of these larger orange ones. We'll put that in the corner here. And then let's grab we've got these orange. We've got these green. Here we go. I found some more green ones. Let's use these since we kind of have the green going on. And we do have a couple smaller ones. So let's do maybe a green here. And then we'll do a couple of the smaller gems. Okay, there we go. So that's simple to create those. I think these are super fun to just, you know, bring you a stack of your scrap paper to, you know, your living room or wherever you watch TV, and just start ripping some paper. Then you'll have that ready, and then you can start layering up your bases. But super fun, super easy. Use up those die cuts, use up your stickers, buttons, and items from your stash. So that is the first one. Now, for the second one, we just need two circles, or you could do more if you want. So I'm going to use this orange here. And let's do the larger one, and let's see. I don't think I have enough room on that. All right, let's do the larger one in this paper, which I think this paper came from a 6x6 paper pad from Target a couple years ago. I want to try to get that little spider in there, even though you're probably not going to see him. Alright, and then, of course, got to add some dimension. So I'm going to add 2 foam squares on the back here. And I'm going to grab just a little piece of this creepy cloth. And if it's too much, I can trim some away. I'm just going to add that down. And I kind of like just to let it lay however it wants. Add a little extra glue. And try to center that. And we already have our base for our second embellishment. Now we need to grab another piece of paper. We could do vellum again, and I've been using up these Tim Holtz things. Let's see what we have in here. We have fragile. I try to kind of match them with the paper that we're having. Oh, that's a little big though. Say that would work, but it's a little big. Okay, let's do this one. And then we are going to make our little piece of vellum a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach these two together. And I'm just doing 3 staples. And then this is ready to go down on our circle. You could have it go off one side. You could put it directly in the middle. And then after I get to this step, I like to add something to it. So let's see. Do we want to add a flower? I haven't added a flower, a big flower yet. No, I like them a little bit a little bit smaller. Let's see what we have. We could also add a button. Let's see if we can find a button, or we could add another bat ring. I also have these buttons in here. These are a little big, but we could use those, or have a bat button. Let's use the bat button. And put that up in the corner here. Press that down. And there we go. Super simple and easy to create both of these embellishments. If you want to add some, gems on here, you could. I don't think I added gems onto the other ones, but you could just take and add some small gems. Let's do one in the corner there. Here is the one we created together. And I like that they're all using these little pieces of ephemera from the Tim Holtz snippets. And then we have our little Mrs. Frankenstein that we created, and these other ones. So if you do recreate these, I'd love for you to leave a picture down below so I could see what you created, because I love seeing what other crafters create with and how they, take these ideas and make them into their own. So guys, we have almost come to the end. We have one more Sunday in this Halloween Craft With Me series. And because of that, I'm going to leave what we're going to do next week a secret. So make sure you tune in next Sunday on the 29th for our project of the week. I would love for you to let me know if you enjoyed this little Halloween Craft With Me series, or what was your favorite project we have created so far. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know. Hope you all have a great day. Until next time, happy crafting, guys. Bye.